What's going on, everyone? If you've been looking for a topper to go on your Chevy Colorado ZR2 Bison and are wondering about something to get around the spare tire without having to remove it, well, the topper by Deflated is a solid solution. So stick around, I'll show you what I think about it and how the install goes. So when putting this back here, the first thing you're going to notice is the tire. It kind of gets in the way because you use all of these mounting points to kind of hinge it down with the straps that it comes with. So what I've done is I ran a ratchet strap from this side over here behind the tire and around, and when I'm not using it, I kind of just leave it right here hanging out. Usually I tighten it up, but what it allows me to do is to tighten it up from over here so it comes behind this tire and connects to the back of the topper right here. If you don't do that, you're either going to have to get a little bit creative on your own or completely remove the tire every time you want to put this topper on. So doing this little method kind of works out for the best. Once you get your bed prepped with that little piece, you can take it out of the bag and get going. So one good thing about this, it's pretty small. It's not too heavy, you know, but it's not like your other types of toppers where you have to have a hoist to get it off, or it's something big and cumbersome that you have to find a place to put. Especially for myself, I live in a neighborhood that really don't have space for that. So putting it in this bag and then throwing it in the garage is really handy. But it's really simple. You just get it out of here. Might have been easier to do it on the ground, but we're doing it up here. And then kind of throw it down here. We'll open it up and get it aired up. All right, now that we got it out here, kind of just on the ground, be careful where you sit it. It's not ideal to have it on the sticks, but there's a few sticks, it's not a bunch. But once you do that, so they have an option for a automatic pump, but all I have is this handy dandy manual one, and it has a nice gauge on the top to tell you how much air that you have put into this. Now the good thing is on the valves here, it shows you how much air to put in them. So we'll start with this one over here. It's really nice. It says recommended 5 to 8 psi. You just hook it in and start pumping. So I actually haven't timed this, so we're gonna have Lonnie start a stopwatch and see how long it takes us to get this inflated. Go ahead and start. That put this, no, keep it running. That put this top portion, so it got the very top and the sides at 5 psi. So then you just have the back portion here, same deal, 5 to 8 psi. And that is at 8 psi. Stop the timer. Okay. How long did it take us?
3 minutes and 11 seconds.
3 minutes and 11 seconds to get aired up. Not too bad if you ask me. So now we're going to get the windows and get them thrown on. So we're actually going to only throw on the back window first. The other ones we can throw on once it's on the camper. But it's really, really strong Velcro right here on all sides, and it goes right here. So let's get it on. So now it's time to pick it up and throw it on here. It's a little awkward, but it's not heavy at all. Now you'll see here, another trick to get it around this tire carrier and tire is to let a little bit of air out of that front compartment. So doing that just lets it slide in right behind it between the cab and the tire carrier. All right, you'll see right here, it's still kind of hanging up there, so I'm about to let a little bit of air out and it should slide back on over. Let's reach in here to the valve, let a little bit of air out, put the cover back on the valve, and you'll see it'll slide right on there. And you can always adjust how much air you let in or out. But here's also the time you'll take this ratchet strap and hook it into this hook right here on the inside to make sure you're able to hinge this corner down. So I'm just feeding the strap down in behind the tire here. And then as you can see right here, we'll hook it in and we'll be good. So now it's the easy part. You crawl in here and use these straps it comes with. So they're just cinching straps. You put them in here and they hold it down. But you'll put one on each corner and then one in each center. So it's right inside of the window and Velcro, and you strap it down to the edge of your bed. So we're gonna get all these buckled in and then get the windows in. I mean, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. One's gonna help me climb in here so I don't have to climb my behind in there, and we'll get them in. She's looking at me like I'm crazy. So she doesn't know how to use a ratchet strap, so I'll have to get in there and help her. But you'll see, you'll tighten down the ratchet strap on that side and it will tighten up this over here. All right, now we'll show you how these things work. Pretty self-explanatory, but you'll run it through this bottom securing point in your truck bed, run it over, and then run the strap through the buckle and tighten it down. It doesn't have to be crazy tight, just tight enough to make sure it don't go anywhere. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be ratchet strap tight, or they would have gave you ratchet straps. But that's really what you do. You put this one, that one, all of them at the points, and that makes it easy. So we're going to get this in and then do the windows in the back. All right, for the side windows, they are pretty dummy proof. They have a label on here for right and left. But yeah, they just stick right in here. You pull this this portion up. Super sticky Velcro. And just work it in here. Pardon mine, they're a little dirty. But yeah, flap the front one down and then the side piece down, and it's in there. Now, obviously, if I had sat this out in the sun and let it rest while I was blowing it up and everything else, it'd been ideal for putting these windows in. But that's how easy the side ones are to put in. They're really, really strong Velcro. So now let's put the back window in. Back window, pretty straightforward as well. The skinnier end goes up, and you can read everything as well. So again, putting this in the sun, letting it kind of get hot as much as it can before you put it on will make it easier and better to put on. But same deal as it was on the side windows. You're going to pull up the Velcro and work it in there. So once you get the window in, you'll see it's kind of just laying here over your tailgate, but they have these zippers here, so you can get it very similar to a soft top on a Jeep or whatnot. You can throw it up here, but there's also these Velcro straps here, so it allows you to roll it up and hook these straps to it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it right now, but you can roll it up and let it sit right there. The next part is to put the tailgate strap on. Let's do that. So it comes with this strap right here. It has Velcro on one side of it that goes the length of your tailgate, and then you can hinge it down to essentially connect this Velcro to on the tailgate. So now we're gonna get this thing secured on and show you how it works. So every truck's gonna be different, but as you see, it's here, stuck on the tailgate. And then you just take your Velcro, which I want it a little lower now, so you can just adjust it. Yeah, Velcro here. And there we go. All secure. Topper's on. Easy day. Okay, now that I got it all set up, I'm going to kind of run a quick walkthrough of taking it down. Obviously, you'll take the windows off and get it off the truck, and then we'll deflate it and put it back in the bag and stow it away. One thing I didn't talk about was the inside and what's going on here. So what is really nice is it has these screen windows. They are removable. So if you got dogs or other animals, or if you just want to keep the air flowing back here, you can take those outside windows off and you ain't got to worry about stuff blowing out. Also, there's small pockets right here to put things in. I also think it's going to be good for, you know, if I want to put this on here real quick and go like on a solo camping trip, and I just want to sleep in the back of the truck. Well, this is going to be perfect for that. Deflated does also have an awesome little bed thing that you can put stuff under. Not sure it'll work on the Bison, but they do have that as an option. But now we're going to deflate this thing with the pump that it came with. All right, using this pump for deflation is pretty nice, because if not, you would just have to sit there and hold your finger on the nozzle, and you still wouldn't get it as flat as you want to put it inside of the bag that it comes with. So what you do is you take the hose off of one side and rotate it to the other side. Now it does say deflate right here and inflate right here, so it's kind of dummy proof. So you just tighten this on here, not too tight, doesn't have to be. And then pretty sure you take this valve off. So you just let it hang here, and then we will hook in the hose to the valve and we will start sucking the air out of this thing. So like I said before, there are two valves on this one, but you can see them a lot better here. You got one here that it inflates both sides and the top, and then you got one back there for the back compartment. So you just pop this off, lock this in. All right, whoops. Let's see if I can get it this time. Lock it in there. See, it's already pulling air out of this valve right here. So you can let it do its thing, and then once it's stopped, you know, pushing air out, you can start sucking air out, which is, I think, whenever you put this valve back on, but we'll find out in a second. But yeah, we'll go ahead and throw this valve back on it, and we'll start pumping. Just like that. Let's start a timer. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have done the back panel first, because it's going to pull these side panels in. Oh well. Because it's probably the right thing to do, I'm going to move around to this back side. So this one's pretty loose, but we're going to get this back one undone. Again, undoing the valve and getting this poked in here. Now, because I let some of the air out of it, it wasn't much of a release. Look at that. It was a quick, I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but it's making it pretty flat. There we go. All right, that's as much as you're going on that. Put the valve cover back on. Now we'll move back to this one. kind of just folds itself up. There you go. And you can kind of feel whenever the tension builds that you've sucked all the air possible out of it. So now we just lay the bag out, we fold it up, and we throw it back in the back of the truck. So I got the bag laid out over there, kind of opened up, so whenever I do get this folded up, I can just sit it right in it. Now again, I don't recommend doing this where there are sticks, but I was out here and I wanted to do this video and show you guys. So really easy, you just fold it over, and then we'll fold it up. It's pretty stiff, but that's okay. And then sit it in here. All right, once you get it in here, kind of square it up. Bring your straps, your sides over. You got 3 straps running this way. So we'll go with the middle one first. Kind of hold it in there. There we go. Get the outside ones. There we go. Now, that is the top, so we'll bring the bottom up. Bring the top over. Buckle her up. And that'll do it. And that's it. It's pretty easy to get on here. Very functional. It's the thing I like the most about it, is I can just take it off, pack it up, and it's not in the way in the garage. It's very strong. If you've ever used any stand-up pedal boards, you know the same material that it's made out of. So very, very strong. My oldest daughter and her friend actually sat up here and watched fireworks on the 4th of July. So it's very strong, as I said numerous times now. But anyway, overall, there's not many complaints. You will need a good cleaner. Deflated does sell one that's recommended to use on it, because if, you know, where I'm from in the south here, red clay and other mud gets on this white, and it's not as simple to take off just as, you know, using soap. So you want to keep it clean and use a good cleaner on it. But you'll notice right here, this is kind of this is up a little bit. That's just because it was folded up. Put some, you know, once the sun heat gets to it, it'll kind of calm down. If you really wanted or cared, you could take a blow dryer or something on low heat and get it to relax here, but it's not going anywhere. The one thing that I have found that I'm trying to figure out the best way to deal with is this back strap. Unfortunately, it is scratching my tailgate a little bit. I think if I figure out a way to keep it from moving, I don't want to permanently secure it there, but other than that, this thing is great. I know it's going to be very useful when we go on trips to put it back here while I'm pulling the camper around and keeping our stuff dry. I've also had the dogs back here and whatnot, but if you're looking for something that'll work with your Bison, this is the thing. This is a great product. It's affordable and functional. So that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching. God bless. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.